day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out in McKinney, Texas. It is a beautiful late afternoon when I went big box store plant shopping to see if there's going to be some new holiday plant finds. So join me today as I go big box store plant shopping to see if we can start our Christmas holiday shopping early. As always, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, as well as give me a follow on my Instagram page at GrowFolds if you have any questions about the plants or just want to connect with me directly. But you can see that I have really tried to get some more big box or plant shopping videos under my belt, but I have just been super busy. You can see right here though that they have croton plants at this Home Depot, and guess what? Now that it is November and it's starting to get a little bit colder, it looks like these croton petras are 50% off. So again, when it comes to shopping for plants, you really want to look at some of the plants and the seasonality of it. You can really save a lot of money in terms of just shopping when you are finding seasonally relevant plants, or better yet, when things are out of season. I would still say that croton petras, it's quite interesting because these are plants that really require full sun, lots of light, warm weather, high humidity. So it's quite interesting that in the United States, we use them as more of an annual plant. But before we get into the big box store plant shopping, please don't click away. I just wanted to talk about the exciting new book collaboration that I'm part of, Indonesia's living jewel, Aglaonema. Please make sure you are following at artgarden.flowers on Instagram. This is an Indonesian nursery and also air cargo shipping company that has collaborated with me to create one of the first English language books featuring Aglaonema, specifically Aglaonema hybrids from Indonesia. As y'all know, I have utilized my YouTube channel, my social media platforms, our plant foldy community, and for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome, my name is Richie and I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. But yes, we have utilized these platforms to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, so you can see that Aglaonema are one of the more underrated plants. It's probably the most underrated aroid plant to exist. But as you can see right over here, we do have some beautiful Aglaonema from Indonesia that you can actually buy and get shipped directly to your doorstep through Art Garden Flowers. There is a QR code at the end of this book that you can scan, or if you want to go ahead and get ahead and buy some Aglaonema and get it shipped to your doorstep, you can do so before the book release. The book release should be released sometime early next year. We will definitely have so many copies, and if you are interested in the Aglaonema book, definitely comment in the comment section Aglaonema book, so that way we can get a tally of who's actually interested in wanting to buy this book. So anyways, shout out to Harry, who is actually the author of this book, and thank you for also featuring me on this Aglaonema book. So this would be an early holiday Christmas present for yourself if you are wanting to pre-order. And speaking of the holidays, so now that I've walked into this Home Depot, you can see that this is full force. We've got a bunch of Christmas trees, Christmas lights, and all things Christmas. So we're going to see if a lot of these big box stores are actually going to carry a lot of plants that are seasonally relevant for the holiday season. I am curious to ask the plant foldies if you've actually started doing your Christmas shopping, if you celebrate the holidays, or better yet, what types of holidays do you celebrate in the month of November and December? Definitely leave that in the comment section. And for those that actually have a Christmas wish list, let me know in the comment section as well. I will tell you my only Christmas wish list that I really hope I will be able to get is in Aglaonema Crown of Siam. It is a highly sought out Aglaonema, and I hope that I would be able to acquire that at some point soon. So if anybody wants to give me an Aglaonema Crown of Siam, feel free to do so. Anyways, this is why I went ahead and started going into big box stores, because you can see we've got the Bloom Maker series by Proven Winners Leafjoy plant. You can see that they've got about a lot of these amaryllis plants here. So amaryllis are actually bulbous plants that can grow and actually grow beautiful large blooms. You can see that it is encapsulated in wax, and I just love the fact that it looks like holiday Christmas balls that you can use as ornaments as well. You can see that this is another one right here for $19.98. They've got an Amaryllis giant vase as well. So this is the Proven Winners Bloom Maker series. So you'll see that once we start to get more of these actual holiday seasonally relevant Christmas plants, I am just curious to see what other big box stores will carry that. So it looks like Proven Winners has already come out of the gate with some Christmas themed type planters and displays. Now with the Amaryllis, this is super interesting and super easy. You talk about a very low maintenance, stress-free plant. You literally just put the Amaryllis bulb in front of like a window somewhere where it gets bright indirect light and it will grow. You don't even necessarily have to water it. So I find that quite interesting. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you've actually grown Amaryllis. I know that last year I was gifted by my mother-in-law an Amaryllis bulb, and it became such a beautiful red bloom. Now you can actually grow them long term. You can actually pot them up, and I believe they are perennials. Now this is what I am actually super excited about. Do you see what I see, plant foldies? I see a bunch of Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. This one right here is the holiday seasonally relevant plants right here. This is a share Leafjoy for the holidays. So Proven Winners plants has a share Leafjoy for the holiday series. You can see this one right here is a Hoya Shining Star, and these ones are for $9.98. Look at the little miniature acorn there and just a ribbon. Those slight touches actually make such a good seasonal decoration. And when you think about plants, again, I like to talk about how you can elevate your home value, elevate your space by using plants as home decor. Now, home decor really just goes on with the aesthetics of your plant. Now, if you like a certain type of aesthetics, it really just depends on what you like. For me, I like modern contemporary home decor, but as you can see right here, Proven Winners Leafjoy, share Leafjoy for the holidays. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just pick up some more of these beautiful plants right here. I just love the miniature acorns, and I am curious, again, plant foldies, as I asked you guys all of these questions during this live premiere or even team replay. Do you actually start putting your Christmas holiday decorations early out in November? How long do you do that? I know, being a Filipino American, the Philippines actually starts celebrating their holiday Christmas season as early as the first day of November. So we are actually we've got a longer Christmas season, and that's one thing that someday when I retire, I would love to be able to spend an entire month on vacation in the Philippines, because it is one of the longest Christmas holiday seasons in the entire world. Anyways, to go back to the plant, you can see right over here, we've got an Epipremnum aureum, golden pothos, and I have really come back to the basics in terms of plants. Now, I have been featuring a lot of plant shows. So as you know, I will be going to the Texas Aroid Show November 8th and 9th, 2025 in Cypress, Texas, which is basically in Houston. So this coming weekend. And then 2 weeks ago, I was actually at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas, where I ended up featuring a lot of these plant shows, and you can see a lot of like rare plants. But when you go back to big box store plant shopping, you can see that you can find easy care plants like this peperomia right over here. This one is Peperomia Spice is Nice by Proven Winners Leafjoy again. And as you look at the planters, it has that seasonal Christmas feel about it. I love the shimmer. It looks like a candle holder. And so, I am actually surprised that I found some Proven Winner Leafjoy, share the Leafjoy for the holiday season. And these again are only for $9.95. What a good present. And as far as, Christmas presents, what are the best plants to gift in terms of a Christmas present? I would actually tell you that if you're going to gift somebody plants and they've never grown plants, definitely go for low maintenance, easy care plants. to share a couple that you could find. For instance, pothos plants. Those are easy to care for. Sansevieria are also easy to care for. And of course, the main event would be Aglaonema. So a couple of care tips for that. But as you can see right here, share Leafjoy. For the holidays, you can share this Hoya Sea Stones by Proven Winners Littles. This one is also in a beautiful Christmas holiday type planter, and I love it. I love it when you know, big nurseries like Proven Winners Leafjoy actually pushes the envelope and actually gets more of those Christmas themed type planters. I will be curious to see what, say, Costa Farms does with the Christmas holiday planters that they may have, as well as urban jungle planters, as well as Live Trends design plants. So let's just continue to pick up some plants here. Feel free to leave in the comment section what you think, and know that Plant Foldies, I absolutely enjoy talking about houseplants, big box or plant shopping. And if you haven't already, please definitely check out some of the content that I released a little while back for PlantCon 2025 Dallas. I have hours and hours of footage there. I am also now showing my face on YouTube. Can you believe I've actually done a face reveal? You can see my PlantCon 2025 Dallas plant haul as well. But anyways, let's go back and just enjoy the beautiful plants that are presented by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Now, I love this Alocasia bisma. I really love that that marine green type tone on this Alocasia, and also just the borders of the leaves. It has that like outline on it, beautiful veining as well. And you know, as much as I love Aglaonema, I also like Alocasia. The only thing about Alocasia is it is just a plant that is very challenging to grow. So it's one of those things where, as much as I want to grow Alocasia, I just know that I don't necessarily have the best environment at home, nor do I really have the time to take care of the Alocasia. So as far as this though, share Leafjoy for the holidays. Again, this is one for $19.98. They've got a whole section which is all of these beautiful Alocasia. I'm really curious to see what other plants Proven Winners Leafjoy has for the holiday season. And again, if you are trying to start an early Christmas shopping list and you know somebody that loves plants, I would even recommend buying the Proven Winners Leafjoy holiday season planters like this. It is really nice, and you can see there is a QR code with all the plant care tips, and I do believe that more and more nurseries definitely need to have these readily available, because as far as I know, not everybody is an expert when it comes to plants. And if you are going to be giving plants as a holiday gift, a Christmas gift, I do think that having some sort of idea on what the plant care tips are necessary for the person that's receiving the gift. And then you can see just right over here, I'm going to be picking up some more of these beautiful Proven Winner holiday plants. Feel free to let me know in the comment section if you would like to get one of these plants. I wouldn't mind getting them. And you know, I have been splurging slightly on more Proven Winners plants because they are definitely seasonally relevant. I love the fact that they do have their H2O bowls, or hydroponically grown plants, you know, plants that are growing in just straight water. You can see this one right here is some type of philodendron. I'm not 100% sure what type of philodendron, but what I will tell you is look at that Christmas accent that it has. It just has those miniature pine cones, and then also just the pine in general. So let me go ahead and just continue to show the different types of varieties of plants that you have here. Here is another Syngonium milk confetti, and I just remember when Syngonium milk confetti was quite expensive, and now you can share Leafjoy for the holidays with a Syngonium milk confetti. You can see that it's super cute, and so if you're trying to give people just an awesome start to plants, I would say the holiday season is a great place to start to get more people interested into plants. The only thing is, again, if you're going to give plants as a present, as a gift, as a Christmas gift, really consider the person that you are giving the gift to, whether they have the time to take care of the plants, what does their day-to-day routine look like, because you don't want to have somebody feel obligated to take care of a plant, especially if they were not necessarily looking to add a plant to their plant collection. So just be cognizant of that. At least that's my tips whenever you're giving plants as gifts. You can see right here though, another Proven Winners Leafjoy plant. This one is a Dracaena lemon surprise, growing in straight hydroponics. I love the look of this one, and we have just so much to pick from. Even though there is just a little fixture with all of these plants here, I do love that they have these available, and there's still quite a bit of diversity in terms of just picking up a specific plant to give. I do love this philodendron right here. The dark foliage is absolutely exquisite, and if you want to maintain that dark foliage, you definitely want to make sure that you are giving it bright indirect light. Otherwise, it is not going to have that dark foliage available if you do not give it enough light. That's really a lot of these plants that have a certain type of foliage color. You want to just give them that best bright indirect light. Otherwise, it is not going to do as well. And you can see right here, this is some type of philodendron. It has more of a narrow leaf. I feel like this is a juvenile philodendron Pluto. Feel free to leave in the comment section if you agree with me. Otherwise, I do think that this is another one that I would recommend. I just love these dark foliage plants, and whenever I do big box store plant shopping videos, whenever I am doing the voiceover, I just love being able to tell you exactly what I'm thinking, but I'm not necessarily saying out loud whenever I am actually filming this at a big box store. And a lot of people will ask me, you know, how long does it take for me to actually make a video? On average, it takes me at least an hour to film. It takes me, 15 to 20 minutes to get to the location. And then in terms of actually doing the voiceover and editing, another hour and a half. And then it takes about an hour for it to save and render, and then maybe 15 minutes to upload on YouTube. So there is a lot of time and effort that's placed into these videos, and this is the reason why I am going to shamelessly plug this again, and hopefully the plant foldies will understand that whenever you press the thumbs up or like button for this video, it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And I'm hoping to gain more sustainability in terms of just making this YouTube channel a little bit more of a passive income earner. So if you consider joining my YouTube membership tier, again, it is only for, I believe, $2.99 or $3.99, but you will have access to more members only content. But at the end of the day, just by being a member, it just helps me with the sustainability of this YouTube channel. Anyways, let me get off of just my shameless plug. Y'all already know plant foldies. I'm very transparent with my thoughts. Hopefully you guys appreciate that, because I try not to sugarcoat things. I like to just be very direct with our plant foldy community. But as you can see right here, we do have some more H2O bowls, but these ones actually have glitter, spun around the H2O bowl. So I think it's super fun. It almost looks super crafty, and it just reminds me of when I was growing up. I was either in elementary school or middle school, how we used to make Christmas ornaments, handmade Christmas ornaments. And so I really do like the feel of these H2O bowls with the glitter around it. You can see this one is a Marble Queen pothos right over here. Very easy to care for plant. And some people have their opinions about whether you should buy H2O bowls by Proven Winners Leafjoy just because they feel like it is a propagation. I would say that just the quality of the bowl is enough to just warrant the pricing. And then you can see right here, now they have these terrariums, and this is only for $34.98. Really love that holiday accent. So whoever came up with the idea of having Christmas themed planters, Christmas theme aesthetics for plants is brilliant. So shout out again to Proven Winners Leafjoy. Please follow them them on all their social media. And if you haven't already, definitely check out their website, www.provenwinnersplants.com. You can see more of their plants that way. I wish they would be able to ship directly, but I don't necessarily think that they're able to. Either way, these terrariums, super cool, and I'm actually hoping to get some time to create some terrarium lamps. We'll see how that all goes. I am happy though that it hasn't gotten quite cold yet in the North Dallas area, which is where I'm based at, so I'm still able to maintain a lot of my plants outdoors. And for those that don't know, I actually have little chickens that are not little anymore. I am actually raising hens. I have a Barb Rock hen by the name of Charlotte, and I have a Rhode Island Red by the name of Catriona. They are doing fabulous. They are actually laying an egg each and every day, and I am loving it. Now take a look at this Hydra Glacier, or that's what it's called, by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Actually, it's a Hedera Helix glacier. You can see that this is an English ivy, and I love me some English ivy. My English ivy is actually doing very, very well outdoors. It's been such a low maintenance plant growing them outdoors, but whenever you bring them indoors, you already know plant foldies, they end up just getting spider mites, and I just wish that they could be one of the plants that grows like a pothos plants, for instance. Over here, we have another beautiful Hoya by Proven Winners Leafjoy again. Share Leafjoy for the holidays is the theme, and for me, I wouldn't mind receiving these as Christmas presents. And so we are going to be doing a lot of big box or plant shopping videos. I would also like to say that a lot of people are probably doing their Christmas holiday shopping as early as November week 1. I'm quite sure of it, just because whenever I was out and about this past weekend, everybody was just out shopping for everything. Now over here is another share for the holidays Leafjoy. You can see that that one is a Dracaena Janet Craig compacta. I love that as well. And you can see right over here we have another anthurium, and this one right here is one of the more unpopular anthuriums, or at least it's not as popular as the anthurium hybrids, but look at how beautiful that red bloom is. This is one of the easiest plants to take care of, and I would love to collect these types of anthuriums. Maybe when my plant collection becomes a little bit more curated, just updates on my actual personal plant collection. My aglaonema are doing extremely well. I am really getting the plant room together, so I will be able to show you guys my houseplant tour very soon. Let me know in the comment section if you've been waiting for it for a while. I know I've been talking about that, and I'm still debating on whether I should do a houseplant tour to start off for the Super Plant Foldy or the YouTube membership tier. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know. But as you can see right here, isn't this super cool? Look at these gnomes, and look at just how it's carrying a planter. This one is actually some type of fern, which seems super delicate. I don't know if that is one I would have actually put in as a plant to, you know, have as a decoration, but it's still a beautiful plant. And I just love the fact that Proven Winners Leafjoy has holiday themed planters featuring gnomes. I think that is super interesting and just really clever. I love it. Whoever did the design for this, it's actually brilliant. I would just say, in terms of just holiday Christmas plants, again, if you are going to give houseplants as Christmas gifts, you definitely want to give people more of those basic, easy to care for plants. So I would say mostly pothos plants, Sansevieria, aglaonema, even philodendron. You would even see that this one for $19.98 would be an easy care philodendron. So we're just going to continue to actually show more of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Love the Christmas theme. It just makes me it actually makes me want to go Christmas shopping for myself. I'm looking at these holiday themed planters. have it, Plant Foldies, we have really explored a lot of the holiday themed plants. Now we're gonna go move outside to see what else they have in terms of indoor and outdoor tropical plants. But before we get into that, I did want to talk about the Texas Aroid Show happening on November 8th and 9th, 2025 in Cypress, Texas. It is hosted by Rooted Treasures HTX. Super excited to be part of the Rooted Rep team, which is a team of plant content creators that will be creating content to promote the show. As you can see right here, I am showing you how to poop on your plants using Classy Rabbit soil. Y'all already know that Classy Rabbit soil is a local small business based out in McKinney, Texas. So we definitely want to support our local community. I did want to say that Classy Rabbit soil will be vending at the Texas Aroid Show. And you know, in terms of just the Texas Aroid Show, I am just really excited to promote the Texas Aroid Show. So please make sure you are buying your tickets. You can buy your tickets at rootedtreasureshtx.com. If you want the promo code to get 10% off of your tickets, definitely follow me on my Instagram at GrowFolds. I can send you that as well. And know that there are going to be some promotional reels that we'll be posting. I know that the majority of our Plant Foldy community is mostly on YouTube. So if you are in the Houston area, or better yet, if you are willing to travel to the Houston area this coming weekend, know that you'll be able to find me, meet up with me, hang out with me, see some other Plant Foldies, and I am super excited for that. But as you can see right here, Plant Foldies, have you pooped on your plants today? Because I am actually potting up this beautiful Aglaonema golden powder in Classy Rabbit soil. And what I love about the Classy Rabbit soil is, again, it has 100% naturally sourced ingredients. It is fast draining. In terms of what is inside the soil, it is definitely a complete soil, so you really don't have to add a lot to it, or if anything, you don't need to add anything to it. And I can even show you how fast draining it is. You can see that I've already potted this Aglaonema up, and look at how fast the water actually drains out of it. It will still hold moisture as well. And you know, for plants such as Aglaonema don't like to stay wet for too long. That is one way to actually cause root rot. And so Classy Rabbit soil is a really good soil to add for Aglaonema. I know that a lot of Plant Foldies absolutely love Aglaonema. So again, I just wanted to show you Classy Rabbit soil. I know that this has been a little bit of a commercial that I've posted in the past, but know that Classy Rabbit will be at the Texas Aroid Show 2025 in Cypress, Texas. Hopefully you guys will come and join us. Know that I am part of the Rooted Rep team, and as you can see right here, you can also shop classyrabbit.com. Definitely check out Classy Rabbit soil. And I will have to ask, have you bought your tickets for the Texas Aroid Show 2025? And if you haven't, why haven't you? And also, have you pooped on your plants today with the Classy Rabbit soil? I definitely would recommend it. You definitely need to go ahead and poop on all your plants, and you can poop on all your plants when you go to the Texas Aroid Show again in Houston, November 8th and 9th, hosted by Rooted Treasures HTX. Let's all hang out this coming weekend. So let's go ahead and continue on with this big box store plant shopping video. here just to show you some of the outdoor tropical plants. They've got some large form outdoor tropical plants, but look at this sea of chrysanthemums or mums. They are definitely still in season. You know, mums really showcase their beauty around the fall season. I love how they have just little balls and mounds of chrysanthemum. I really love the different types of colors here. Curious to see if any of our plant foldies actually have like a fall patio garden. I know a lot of people would either consider growing crotons. Again, crotons really need to be grown outdoors, as well as just beautiful chrysanthemum. I do like to pan around the outdoor garden section, but have no fear, plant foldies, there are still plenty of indoor tropical plants to check out. But I did want to just show you all of the patio ready decorative container plants that you can get while shopping at Home Depot Garden Center. And again, in terms of just a Home Depot Garden Center, you can find lots of different types of plants for a really good value. I always say that big box store plant shopping will typically get you some of the best value for your money. And so, like for instance, marigolds, I am obsessed with marigolds. I love marigolds. I feel like we need them in all of our gardens, and I've actually been feeding a lot of my my chickens marigolds, marigold petals, because it does have high beta carotene. And I am meaning to actually showcase some of the growth updates of some of my my backyard chickens. Know that they have laid more than a dozen eggs. I've actually tried their yolk, and it is a beautiful golden deep orange look to it. So it's super high quality chicken eggs, and I am just really loving it. They are just gifting me with lots of beautiful eggs, and you know, that's really content that I would love to feature more so on the main channel. But you know, as I mentioned in some of my live streams, YouTube has a very particular way of making sure that you fit in a specific niche. I really wish my YouTube channel could kind of transcend that and not be so bound to just plant content, because there is so much more that I would love to share with the plant foldy community. So again, if you haven't already, consider joining my YouTube membership tier. That is where I'm going to post a lot of my lifestyle blogs and things that are outside of the plant content. But to go back to the plant content, you know, I'm just walking around here and just look at all of the different types of colors. They are definitely fall seasonally relevant. We are still in the fall season, but based on what we are already seeing at the big box stores, it looks like people are ready to go Christmas shopping. So things that I do want to ask the plant foldies again is, what types of Christmas lists do you have? Do you shop for Christmas gifts at big box stores? Do you make your own Christmas gifts? Do you propagate your plants to give as Christmas gifts? Leave that in the comment section below. Y'all already know, plant foldies, that I love any types of comments that you leave in the comment section, as long as it's number one, respectful. Number two, if we're gonna give feedback, let's make sure that it's constructive critiques for the content creators' improvement. I do appreciate that as well. I have made some adjustments with some of the content feedback that I was given, and hopefully we continue to evolve and grow together as far as this community. But anyways, plant foldies, you can see right here, there are a lot of tropical shrubs that are now 50% off. And that's the thing I love about you know, being able to find certain plants at half off. It just really depends on the season. For me though, you know, with crotons being 50% off, with some of these other tropical shrubs being 50% off, what makes them challenging is, how do you overwinter them when weathers get super cold? Right now, I am still able to get away with growing plants outdoors because it hasn't really gotten too cold to where I can't leave them outside. I would say in the next week or two that could change. So we'll see what that looks like. But in terms of just all of these plants here, like for instance, these cordyline Hawaiian tea plants, I would love to grow these long-term as an indoor tropical plant, but unfortunately, that hasn't necessarily been the case. They end up just being spider mite prone whenever you bring them indoors. So I just feel like these are more of these like seasonally relevant plants. So As you can hear in the background, I'm actually doing a voiceover outdoors. And if you've heard my chicken, that was Catriona. Anyways, let's go back to the plant shopping here. As you can see, we've just got lots and lots of plants. So I'm just gonna take a gander, a little walk around the outdoor section, and then I'm gonna start showing you some of the indoor tropical plants that they do have outside as well. Y'all know I never get tired of featuring Aglaonema. So this is a common Aglaonema you will find specifically at Home Depot, $29.98. This is a really beautiful Aglaonema Golden Bay. And this Aglaonema Golden Bay has a lot of value because it has so many plants packed into it. Notice how it has got some large, beautiful foliage. It's got some silver to it. It's got some gold, yellow, shiny, glow to it, and I love the white stems. White stem Aglaonema is amazing, and this is one of the easiest plants you can take care of. Aglaonemas are also known as Chinese evergreens, and as far as them being pet friendly, unfortunately they are not pet friendly. So for me, I actually had a bunch of my Aglaonema growing outdoors, but with me having backyard chickens, my backyard chickens would try to peck and eat the leaves. Luckily they haven't been poisoned by it, but these are plants that are not pet friendly. However, they are very easy plants to take care of. You can see this one is a beautiful Aglaonema Nicole. I really love the bold borders on the leaves, and you know, I love these big Aglaonema, and for $29.98, that is an incredible deal in terms of how much you are spending on plants. That would be another plant I wouldn't mind spending money on, because $29.98, that is still such an amazing price for an easy care houseplant, beginner friendly houseplant, a plant that is going to save you money long term, because it will also be easy to propagate and get more plants. So for me, I just love having more of those types of plants available. And you already know, plant foldies, I love to show these Aglaonema. The Aglaonema Nicole is amazing. And then same thing with this for $14.98. This one is a beautiful, you guessed it, Aglaonema Red Siam. Actually, $19.98. I apologize for the price. Normally, I know the prices already because I've done so many big box or plant shopping videos. But this one is a beautiful Aglaonema Red Siam. Really love the look of an Aglaonema Red Siam. This one is another plant that I would say is definitely underrated, but one of the easiest plants to take care of. This is the mascot of the Grow Folds Plant YouTube channel, is the Aglaonema Red Siam. I think that everybody should have one. I love the pink stems. I love how easy it grows. I have so many Aglaonema Red Siam. And if you are a follower or somebody that has been watching my YouTube channel, may I ask a huge favor, at least as a Christmas present for me? Please consider getting an Aglaonema red Siam to start your Aglaonema collection. I really want to influence people into getting plants that will bring you joy. And when I say it will bring you joy, it'll give you joy in a sense that you don't necessarily have to worry about the plant care. So we're going to continue to walk around here again, plant foldies. So we're going to be looking at some of these easy care plants. Again, $7.98. You got a Sansevieria bird's nest. Love Sansevieria, also known as snake plants, because they are very versatile in terms of the lighting condition. So I've mentioned this in pretty much all my videos whenever I pick up a Sansevieria. It's a beginner-friendly plant. The reason why it's beginner-friendly is it can tolerate lower light conditions. It can definitely tolerate drought conditions. With Sansevieria or snake plants, you really want to make sure that you're not overwatering it. So if you are somebody like me that doesn't have a lot of time to water plants, Sansevieria is a great option in terms of adding this one to your plant collection. In terms of propagating it, Sansevieria like to push out little baby pups that you can separate from the mother plant, which I find interesting because I have actually been propagating a lot of my plants. I've been taking a lot of my cuttings from my plants that have been vining. I've been cutting back plants that have gotten very leggy just so I can propagate and also multiply the plant. A lot of my pothos, for instance, like this neon pothos for $7.98, I am really propagating more than 50 plus plant cuttings, so I could just have either more full plants because I can plant them back to the top of the plant, or better yet, start more plants. And that's one way to really grow your plant collection without having to spend money, is just through plant propagation. Now over here are some more Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. This one is for $19.98. This is a Philodendron Ring of Fire. My commentary for a Philodendron Ring of Fire is this. It is a mostly common variegated philodendron now. However, it is actually a philodendron that reverts fairly quickly. So unless you are providing it with lots of bright indirect light, unless you are growing it under a grow light, it is another plant that will revert. I've noticed that my Philodendron Ring of Fire from about a year ago that I bought at Walmart ended up reverting mostly to like a neonish green color. Here is another beautiful philodendron. I love this. I think this is the Philodendron Red Sun. This one is, actually no, it's Philodendron Fall Leaves. So, you know, the thing about Proven Winners plants is they have another way of calling some of these plants. Some of them have their common plant names that you would find, but they also have their own unique ones that they add. This one right here is a beautiful type of bird's nest fern. Look at the texture and curling of the leaves. This one again is for $19.98. So, you know, as far as Proven Winner plants, Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, I would recommend purchasing them in the sense that they have high quality, beautiful selections. I mean, look at this beautiful Philodendron Pink Princess. I would even say the stem, the variegation on the stem is actually what attracts me to this particular Philodendron Pink Princess. Again, with Philodendron Pink Princess, you definitely want to look for one that has good variegation from the get-go, because a lot of Philodendron Pink Princess, or the majority of times, the variegation is actually reliant on its initial genetics. So if it doesn't really have high variegation, even if you flood it with lots of light, for instance, it's not necessarily guaranteed to push out more pink variegation. So that would be my tips in terms of growing a Philodendron Pink Princess. And then we're just going to go ahead and just continue to walk around here. As you notice, the selection selection of Proven Winner Leafjoy plants is quite a bit at this Home Depot. I definitely want to visit more Home Depots throughout the week, but as you know, I am getting ready to go to Texas Aroid Show 2025 in Houston, Texas. So please definitely, share any of the reels that I put on Instagram. Definitely follow Rooted Treasures HTX. They are the hosts for the Texas Aroid Show 2025. I'd love to meet up with y'all. I won't be wearing a mask, so you already know what I look like. So definitely say hello to me. We do have a Rooted Rep booth where we can interact with other plant lovers, and I would love to just see more plant foldies. So if you're in the Houston area, definitely come see me, definitely hang out, and I would love for y'all to support the Texas Aroid Show. It is something that I am super thankful for and honored that I was chosen as another plant influencer. Can y'all believe it, plant foldies? I'm actually doing plant influencing gigs, and a lot of it has to do with the support and the growth of the plant foldy community here. So thank you again. Thank you so much for always supporting me, and I hope that a lot of you guys will come out for the Texas Aroid Show. Now over here, I'm going to show you some more terrariums from Proven Winners Leafjoy. Look at this one right here. It's actually fairly established, and I love that. And if I actually had the money, I would buy the larger terrarium here, because you can see that this has actually have had active growth, especially from the syndapsis. You can see that there is a Photonia. There's even an uncommon Hoya called a Hoya Matilde in this terrarium. And, as far as Proven Winner Leafjoy, they are the main source for finding terrariums already made at a big box store, and this one is actually on sale. So let's go ahead and continue to walk around and see what else we can find at this Home Depot. I love all the hanging baskets that they have available for purchase here. These are all for $19.98, and these are by Vigoro Plants. You can see this is a really nice looking spider plant, and the good news is with spider plants, they are actually pet friendly, so you don't necessarily have to worry about them being toxic to furry friends, or better yet, feathered friends. Those are good plants. And then over here we have got Pelea peperonoides, also known as the friendship plant, also known as the UFO plant. And this one is a beautiful plant that propagates itself, because it does push a lot of little babies that you can separate from. I would love to get one of these, considerably a variegated one. And I know that I always talk about, giving the green plants love, but this one I definitely would like to get a variegated one. However, these hanging baskets, specifically at this Home Depot out in McKinney, Texas, has some really healthy looking ones. You can see we've got a neon pothos here for $19.98. With neon pothos, again, you just need to make sure that you are providing it with lots of bright indirect light. You can grow these hanging baskets out in a shaded patio area. It'll get enough light to where it'll maintain the neon coloration. And as far as pothos plants, plant foldies, I have just been propagating pothos left and right, and I'm really excited to continue to grow my plant collection of pothos. I know it sounds very silly, but it is definitely one that I don't mind, because it's such a beautiful plant. It's an easy care plant. It's a plant that you can find at any type of big box store. So plant foldies, again, let me know in the comments section if you have bought pothos plants, if you propagated pothos plants. You already know I love that open dialogue here. And as far as Marble Queen pothos for $19.98, this one again gets better variegation when you provide it with more bright indirect light. Sometimes they will also call this the Snow Queen pothos, and that's really when the majority of the leaves are a high variegated Marble Queen pothos, if that makes any sense. It is a pretty fast growing pothos plant, considering it is variegated. Just if you want better coloration, you definitely need to provide it with lots of light. And then as far as the golden pothos, the common pothos that you would find at any big box stores, That's another one I would recommend. And, you know, all of these hanging basket plants, again, I'm looking at these as potential Christmas gifts. If you're doing Christmas shopping, if you've already started your Christmas shopping and you're looking to gift people, plants as Christmas gifts, these are prime examples of plants that would make great Christmas gifts in a sense that they're easy to care for. They're really budget friendly, because I know that for Christmas 2025, if you're doing Christmas shopping this year, we're all looking to save a little bit more money. Things have gotten a little bit tighter in terms of just budgets for people, or at least for me. And then also, I just feel like there's just a lot of people concerned with the amount of money they're spending. And so for me, it is all about finding budget-friendly plants. And, you know, big box store plant shopping, as much as some people may have some opinions about whether big box or plant shopping takes away from small and local businesses, I always say, and I will always say this in all of my past videos, current videos, and future videos: diversify where you buy your plants. Just because you buy from a big box store, don't let anybody else make you feel guilty for buying big box store plants, because at the end of the day, big box stores such as Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, those places are more generally found throughout the country, and you don't always have to judge people in terms of where they're buying their plants. I would also say, if you are able to shop small, if you're able to shop local or support a local small business via online, you can do that as well. I source my plants from many different sources, whether it's the local vendors in the DFW community, whether it is from overseas through Art Garden Flowers on Instagram, or better yet, all of the selections of big box stores. That's where I like to go as well. So places to go, those are places to go plant shopping, especially if you like different types of plants. So I'm just going to go pan around here and show you the different succulents and cactus and euphorbias. This is really an unknown world of plants. I'm not really keen in growing succulents or cactus. I literally have one succulent, and that is an Aeonium at this point, and for some reason it is still surviving in my care. I am super surprised, but I'm also thankful that I've been able to keep it alive. It is due for a repot. Now, in terms of succulents and cactus, I do think that they do better whenever you are growing them in terracotta planters, because terracotta planters remove the moisture from the soil substrates, and that kind of prevents, you know, succulents and cactus from getting root rot. So these plants are actually sourced from Smart Plants, that is exclusive to Home Depot, and so you can see there's many different varieties. These are also on sale. I am just loving all of the gorgeous plants right over here. You can just see that all of these grafted cactus, like the red, yellow, and orange colors, are very much striking. And maybe next year, when I have a little bit more time, a little bit more space, a little bit more organization in my home, I'm going to be able to grab that as well. But as you can see, we have more succulents and cactus over here. I do have one prickly pear cactus that is growing in my side of on the side of my house outdoors. It is actually pretty much cold tolerant. And you know, as far as what I think with succulents and cactus, I think it is definitely a different type of aesthetic. It definitely has more of a structural look behind it. I know that there are some people who are all about succulents and cactus. So if you are one of those, please leave care tips. Please leave recommendations in the comment section. And of course, I'm gonna have to pan around here again and pick up this gorgeous Aglaonema red Siam. And you know, as far as Aglaonema red Siam, I have a soft spot for this plant because you know, when it comes down to this plant and just mini plants in general, I do feel like it is super underrated. And I just wish that more people would get into Aglaonemas. You know, some people will say that I'm a little bit aggressive in terms of how I promote Aglaonemas, but to me, sometimes you have to have a little bit more passion. I wouldn't say aggressiveness, but passion when you really truly believe in a product, an idea, a campaign, or better yet, a plant. So again, if you have Aglaonemas and you post them on social media, definitely use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. And I did want to shout out my super plant foldie Eric again for always tuning in and watching my videos. If you didn't know plant foldies, you can actually watch several playlists that I have created and curated. So if you want to hashtag team replay my videos, that definitely helps with the watch time and even just the monetization of my videos. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Eric. And if you haven't already, plant foldies, definitely go to @planty_buds YouTube channel, subscribe. He's got some amazing work that's happening right now, and we always want to see people grow. I would love to encourage more people to post on YouTube or even create accounts on social media to promote their plants. I think it's definitely therapeutic. Now, this is one euphorbia I have really looked at possibly getting. This is only for $39.98, and that is an amazing price. I would even say this is probably the best deal you can find on a euphorbia go. This is also such a beautiful variegated plant. Look at how gorgeous this is. Now, if I actually had the extra funds to spend on this plant, I would totally do so. It's just that, you know, again, with winter coming, with things getting a little bit colder, I don't have the space to really grow a lot of my plants outdoors. Surprisingly, I've been able to actually minimize a lot of my plants into my plant room, but this is one gorgeous euphorbia ghost. Let me know if you think that that is an amazing plant find as well as plant price. And in terms of just all of the plants we've seen today, as I wrap up this big box store plant shopping video, I am just really excited for the holiday season. It is definitely a hectic one for me in terms of just the season, in terms of my job, but also it is exciting because I think that if you focus on the gifting to people and just giving them kindness, love, and appreciation, the monetary value of, say, gifts in general kind of disappear. It's really the thought that matters. And so for me, even just looking at some of these holiday themed plants, while I may not necessarily buy them as gifts, I feel like at least showing the plant folding community what is out there is actually something that inspires me, gets me excited. And again, plant foldies, definitely go to rootedtreasureshtx.com if you want to purchase your Texas Aroid 2025 tickets. Again, I will be there. I will be there to make lots of content, and I hope you are supporting the Texas Aroid Instagram page. Definitely follow them. Definitely follow Rooted Treasures HTX, as they are the ones that are hosting it this year. And we'll see. I'm going to try to do some live streams. I'm going to do a lot of things, but of course that all depends on the time that I have throughout the week. I'm really trying to spend a little bit more time working smartly rather than hard. And so you may see me do a compilation video, but I hope that you guys still find value in some of that really long playing content. So as always, Plant Foldies, I really appreciate you guys shopping with me today. Join my YouTube membership tier by pressing the join button. There is a link in the comment section if you don't see the join button. My name is Richie at Grow Folds. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel with all the notification bell on. Know that I'm going to have lots of amazing plant content throughout the week. I'll see you on the next one.